So you are thinking about buying a new home and you're thinking about new construction. And I think a good question is, should you do this with an agent or should you do this on your own? Well, of course, I'm a professional real estate agent, and more importantly, a team leader here in the Las Vegas, Nevada area. But in this video, we're going to talk to you about why it is important for you, yes, to use a professional when it comes to doing one of the biggest financial things that most people do in their lives, like buying a home. So, as we always like to say on our channel, let the show begin because we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel, please make sure you subscribe down below, tap that bell for notifications so that you can be kept up and kept in the loop in regards to when we put out new properties, when we put out new videos. We want to make sure we keep you educated in regards to moving here to the Las Vegas Valley, be it in Henderson, be it in North Las Vegas, be it in Summerlin, Green Valley, whatever it may be. We want to make sure you get the information you need in regards to making your move here to Las Vegas. Today we are jumping in and we are talking about you going out and looking at new construction. It's definitely the way a lot of people are going right now in this market. Why? Why are they doing it right now? Because builders have deeper pockets. They are able to give you more incentives, probably more so than most sellers can do. Now, sellers are definitely stepping up and adjusting their prices right now here in the Las Vegas market, and they're starting to get to that reasonable space in regards to what the value of the property is, and they're listing these properties much more reasonably, and buyers are able to come together with them and make these things work. We are definitely selling resale, but we are seeing a lot of movement in regards to doing new homes. And when it comes to those new homes, those new constructions, I think it's pretty reasonable for a person to ask whether or not they need a professional real estate agent like myself or my team in regards to helping them make that decision and purchase the property. Now, one of the biggest reasons I think most buyers probably think they don't need an agent is because of the savings. You're going to get out there, you're going to talk to this builder, and you're like, listen, I don't have an agent with me. Can I go ahead and use that 3%, that 2%, whatever they're offering, and then get a discount in regards to the purchase of my property? Please understand that builders are not going to give you a discount because you don't have an agent with you. That is a huge myth. It does not save them anything. The biggest thing is we want people to understand is when builders basically put their properties out there, they put pricing out there, they've already put in regards to the amount they're willing to work with the buyer's broker, with the buyer's agent's broker. That's already factored into that number. So they, as builders, they would love to and want to actually work with us as real estate agents. Most people don't realize that. And why is that? Well, they know they have a professional person, especially one that's been experienced and worked with them before, maybe sold some of their homes before. They know they have another experienced professional on the other side of the transaction, holding the hands and helping our clients walk through the process in regards to making one of the biggest purchases that most people make in their lives in regards to finance. So with that being said, builders, again, will not give you a quote unquote discount because you don't have an agent. And again, they've already factored in the cost of the buyer broker into their marketing, into their pricing and everything else. And please understand this. Builders are going to make sure they keep those sales numbers up. And what I mean by the sales number, meaning the price that they sell the property for. If they quote unquote give you a discount, that is going to affect the additional properties afterwards in regards to what that sale number may mean, may be for the next sales. They don't want to cut the whole entire community because they're giving you quote unquote 2 or 3% discount. So please, they do not give you a discount because you don't have an agent with you, and they actually prefer working with us, believe it or not. I know there's a lot of news out there in regards to, builders think it's a good thing for them not to have an agent. They're going to take advantage of them and blah, 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 all that kind of good stuff. So that's the first thing. Next thing I want you to consider is this. When you walk into these beautiful homes that are just absolutely stunning and the models look fantastic, and you have this wonderful professional salesperson waiting there for you to come through the doors, they definitely there, as you have heard a gazillion times. You've heard this a gazillion times. They are definitely there for the seller. They have the interest of the seller and the builder in mind. It is their job, 100%. They are going to be a professional person. They're professionals. They're going to present well. They want the product to move. They're going to take care of you in regards to talking to you and all those kind of great things. But let's say the crap hit the fan. And when that crap hits the fan, they are going to be watching out more for the builder, as their job is. That is their job, to protect the builder's interests more so in regards to the buyers that walk through that door. 100% they want you to have a wonderful experience. But again, if something comes up, if there's something in regards to the inspection, if there's something in regards to pricing that you want discounts on, if there's something in regards to the upgrades that you're looking at and there's a disagreement or something that you can't come to terms with, they are going to have the builder seller's interest more in mind than they will yours. Please understand that. They are hired by the builder to move the product that the builder is building. Next thing I want you to consider is this. With you understanding that when you go, let's say online, when you look at their websites and you start throwing your information in there, if you start communicating with these agents that are there on the internet, if they're there in the property, it's tougher for us to be able to come and get involved. Yes, we can go with you on your first visit. That is the way it is. If you really want to make sure that happens, that is the way we really want it to happen. On your first physical visit going through there, we want to make sure that we are accompanying you. But again, just as a precaution, we want to make sure even more so before you fill out all the information online that you actually reach out to us first. If you know that we are in your area and you can reach out to us, if you already have made a connection with us, please make sure you're talking to your agent before you start filling out information in regards to the online information, and definitely in regards to you walking in to the new builder without your agent. Do not sign everything in that sense. It's not easy just because you may tell them, oh no, I'm already working with an agent. If you tell them that, sure, but if you sign in, the builder and the builder's agent will feel as though they're the procuring cause in regards to why you have come into their site and enter their community. And they will basically keep agents out of the picture at that particular time. It is beyond worth your time, your value, your money to make sure that you have representation that is going to be there to watch out for you and the terms that you want in regards to purchasing your home. Please make sure you talk with an agent before you start filling things out online, and definitely before you go there in person. I unfortunately had a young lady call me actually last weekend, and she says that she's been watching us here on our YouTube channel, which would, definitely made me smile, and she's been following us. But she had just started studying for her license, and she went in and she talked to these agents there, and she was able to get into a contract. Now, when she actually received that contract, she was concerned with some of the terms that she saw in that contract, because she thought her closing costs, which would be the number, let's say 3%, 4% towards her closing, was going to be covered by the builder. This was not in the contract. These contracts are definitely heavy towards the builder. They are put together by the builder's attorneys, and they are very heavy towards the builders. They are not buyer friendly. At the same time, they are not going to go in there and change, they being the builders and even the agents, they're not going to go in there and change things in that contract to suit one particular client. Because if they do that for one, they may have to change that for the whole entire community, people coming in. So these are sort of boilerplates in regards to their contracts, but it's definitely those boilerplate contracts leaning more towards the builder, towards the seller. We as experienced agents that have definitely worked on new builds, that have definitely worked with these agents, that have worked with these builders, will be able to tell you if this is somewhat normal in this particular area, this particular market, in regards to what we're seeing in those contracts, and we'll be able to go through those with you. So please, again, this is the reason why we do not want you going there on your own. We want you making sure, again, as we just said, you have your own representation, and you making sure you have someone that understands these contracts, that are definitely heavy towards the builder side, but at the same time still can get you into your beautiful new home. Now, last year, you may have seen this in a few different articles. I'm not sure if you have been paying attention to this, but last year, more than, I'd say, 71% of agents, and I think I've seen this number in the 83s, even 84%, of agents did not sell one transaction, did not do one transaction last year. Why is that important for you in regards to you purchasing a property? This is where you want to do your due diligence, where you want to do your homework. You want to make sure that you are working with an agent that has the experience. Now listen, new agents have to start somewhere. It's not to say that new agents can't help you out. We definitely have new agents on our team, and we definitely support them, and we have a lot of support behind them. They have my experience, they have Leslie's experience, who's been in the business for more than 30 years. I've been in the business for 18 years. So you have all of that experience plus the additional agents that are on our team. We probably have more than 50, 60 years worth of experience in regards to doing real estate. Our new agents have that backing behind them. They have our eyes, our experience. We, as a real estate team here in the Las Vegas area, we have worked with builders. So we understand what builders are truthfully looking for in regards to having a great contract, a great client, all of those different types of things. And that way you have a big bonus. You have a huge, what's the word? I'm losing my words here. You have a huge advantage in regards to who you work with. You want to make sure you have someone that has the experience in regards to working on new homes and working with people in regards to getting their new homes built, making sure you have someone that understands what builders are thinking in that regard, and so that also understands how to help you as the buyer get through those contracts and get through all of those different hurdles and different phases of the contract and of the build of your particular home. So very vital. Make sure you're looking to work with someone that has either great experience like we do, or at least a new agent that has a great team that's going to help be behind them and give them that support in regards to watching out for your needs when you purchase a new property. And to clarify one thing as well is a lot of agents, I won't say a lot of agents, I would just say we've heard plenty of people say that, don't worry about paying our fees. Our fees are free. You can work with us. That is not true whatsoever. We've never stated that, even in, like I've just stated, the 18, 19 plus years of the business I've been in. We have always sat down with our clients. We have taken them through a consultation. We have treated this as a professional, as it is, a professional interactions with our clients. And we want to make sure that we're helping educate our clients, because we want to help our clients move forward as smoothly as we can when it comes to them purchasing their new property. So please understand that a buyer broker fee is not necessarily free. We've never stated that. That should never be stated to you. There is going to be a cost. Now, our job and what we definitely focus on with our team here with Team Lavert in Las Vegas, we focus on seeing if the builder, seeing if the seller can take care of those fees for you. But we have to sit down with you. Definitely after the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, and the DOJ, the Department of Justice, sat down after the suit that was filed against the NAR and stated that our association as professionals, we have to move forward with disclosing to our clients, to our future clients, our potential clients. We have to disclose to them what sort of fees they will be dealing with and what sort of costs they will be dealing with in regards to purchasing a property. If you do not have an agent doing that for you, we need to slam the brakes down to the ground and all that kind of good stuff. You want to make sure you have an agent taking you through a consultation, explaining to you what sort of things you should expect in regards to the purchase of your property, and then you can have that comfort in regards to purchasing the property. But again, our fees are not free. Our fees can be, and we focus on this, paid by the builder, or even sometimes paid between the builder and you. And that is something that we would basically sit down and explain to you. It's going to be very different with each home. It will be very different with each builder, depending upon what that builder offers, depending upon what you're willing to pay. All of those things are always negotiable. So please make sure you have an agent explaining that to you. And really the next thing is this: there's nothing wrong with a healthy amount of skepticism in regards to hearing a real estate agent tell you you should use a real estate agent. There's nothing wrong with there's a little bit of skepticism. At the same time, however, I want you to understand this. Again, like we stated before in the beginning part of this video, this is one of the biggest financial decisions that a person will probably do in their lives in regards to purchasing a property. Sure, we've heard many people say they've sold their homes themselves, they've purchased homes themselves, and all that kind of great stuff. But this is always the biggest question I always ask my potential clients is this: would you rather work with someone who has sold hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of homes, or are you going to work with someone that has only sold one, maybe two, maybe three homes? That is not the experience that you deserve, and we really want to make sure that that kind of experience in regards to selling those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of homes is what's backing you when it comes to you purchasing, again, like we stated, one of the biggest financial decisions that you will make. So again, I don't try to stop people from doing things on their own if they choose to do it. I definitely like my time, and my clients appreciate this. My clients also want their time to be appreciated, and they want to hand this over to someone that can get it done. Once they know that we can confidently get this done, we have the experience as far as getting this done, they 100% turn things over and they expect for it to get done, and we will get it done. So with that, just like myself, I love working with a salesperson, a true salesperson. We are salespeople. We have no issues considering ourselves salespeople. This is what we do. We negotiate for our clients. We sit down, we listen to what their desires are, what their goals are, and we help them get into new homes and we help get them moving forward. We are professional salespeople. We know how to do consultations. We know how to do negotiations. We know how to represent your interest. So we definitely 100% believe there is nothing wrong with someone doing this on their own. If you have the time, if you would like to try it on your own, do it. Could it be costly? 100%. Like I said earlier, we had that client that called us. All of a sudden, she's paying 3% towards her closing costs. She was looking at a $700,000, $800,000 house. 3% is $24,000. It was a $24,000 mistake that she got herself into because she didn't use an agent. So again, we want to make sure those things are not happening for you. Hence the reason we feel confident that we can get things done for you. So when you're ready in regards to looking at a new home, new construction, just reach out to us. But before we move forward on that, I want to tell you just a few more things in regards to you going out looking at a new construction home. We're going to make sure that we get you in front of, if you don't already have, let's say, a lender. We'll give you a list of lenders. You can go and talk to these particular people. You can do your due diligence in regards to who you select as far as doing your loan, if you choose to do a loan. If you're doing a cash deal, then we would need what's called your proof of funds. And you can definitely connect with us and we'll give you much more information in regards to proof of funds. Most people doing cash understand what proof of funds are. But in regards to you doing that loan, you want to make sure that you have someone that we've helped you basically understand is the right person to work with you. You may, again, like I said, have your own lender. You let us know who that person is. We connect with them, make sure that we are also going to be able to treat each other, not just like as a number, but as someone that will pick up that phone if we need them on the weekends, if we need them on a Sunday, if we can't get to them, who else can we get to them on their team? All of those things are going to be very important when it comes to us working with your lender, with you deciding who your lender is going to be. So again, we make sure that you're going to be financially ready to move forward on the purchase of the property so that you don't run into any issues. Because if we move forward on the purchase of the property and we can't get you over that line, or you can't get over that line because of things that may come up on whatever, credit scores, work history, whatever it may be, and all of a sudden we're denied for our loan, that could be very costly in regards to earnest money that we put down, in regards to money that we put down for the upgrades that you want in the property. We don't want thousands of dollars worth of fees coming at you because we need to cancel. But unfortunately, we have money down. So we want to get your financial situation together as soon as possible before we go to contract. We want to make sure that you understand there is a difference between an agent that has just started in the business. Again, there's nothing wrong with a brand new agent. We want to make sure that you understand we all started somewhere. I started with a great real estate company, Remax. I went over to Coldwell Banker, and I'm now here with EXP. In regards to what has helped me be successful, it is our ability to study our craft, to understand the skills that it takes in order for us to deliver to our clients what they are looking for in regards to their real estate needs. So we have done that for decades, and we were proudly doing that. Again, our clients want someone that can take this off of their hands, give them back their time, and they know that this is going to be handled. Keep them in the loop, keep them up to date, make sure they're understanding what all their expectations are, and get them moving forward and get it done. That's what we do for our clients. So we would love to be able to help you guys out. Biggest thing I want you to understand is this here in the Valley of Las Vegas. We have what's called SIDs and LIDs. Sometimes our clients are really surprised about this. SIDs, Special Improvement Districts. LIDs either can be Living Improvement Districts or whatever else they choose to do. That's more so going to be in the Henderson area or the Green Valley area. But again, these particular taxes, fees, whatever that may be, is connected to the purchase of the property, especially when you are in a master plan community. So again, these are things that sometimes you may not understand and know if you're trying to do this on your own, and all of a sudden you're hit with a $14,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 SID lid that accompanies the purchase of the home. So that again is something that your agent will help you understand. What are all the additional fees that may come with you purchasing your new property? You may have fees in regards to upgrades. You may walk in and see this beautiful property, but there's going to be certain things that will not come with this home in regards to upgrades. You're going to have fees in regards to the lot premium. They may charge you a certain amount to be on a particular lot if you want that particular lot. If you want to be at a particular elevation because you may want a strip view, you may want a mountain view, whatever those things may be, you're going to get some fees because of those additional things. And that's the stuff that your real estate agent, your team will be able to turn around and have you understand those expectations before you go to contract on a property and all of a sudden get hit with all these different types of surprises. And a real estate agent is going to be able to help you in regards to the location. Sometimes you may find a property and you don't know exactly what's happening in that particular location. We, being the person that has the understanding, that has the experience in regards to what's happening with particular areas, we can help you out with that. Now, we cannot do what's called steering in regards to saying this is the area that you need to be in, this is where you should go, this is where you should buy, all those different types of things. But that local understanding in regards to what's happening in the valley and what's happening in North Las Vegas, what's happening in Green Valley, what's happening in the Summerlin area, what's happening down in the Southwest, whatever those things may be, we'll be able to sort of point you to certain websites and all those different types of things so you can do your homework in regards to making sure it is the right location for you. Because sometimes the great home and the worst location for you is not a great scenario, but maybe a little bit of a rough home in a great location is sort of a good scenario. So again, you want to make sure you're working with a professional person that can help you with professional sites, input, research, so that you can make that decision as far as what is going to be great for you in regards to location. My name is Lavert Benefield, and I am the team leader of Team Lavert here in the Las Vegas Valley. We have been wonderfully gifted and granted the ability to help a lot of our clients just like yourselves. We've helped 10 people last year from YouTube, 10 people. And for some people that may not sound like a lot, but for us that was great. It was our second year doing our YouTube, and we really had a great year last year from great people like yourselves reaching out. So please, if we can be of service, reach out to us, send us an email, give us a comment down below, whatever that may be, and we'll make sure we connect and help you out in regards to your move here to the Las Vegas Valley. We will keep you up to date in regards to a lot of estimates that the builder may give you. They'll give you estimates in regards to pricing. They'll give you estimates in regards to upgrades. They'll give you estimates in regards to when you're going to close on your property. We'll keep you in the loop in regards to if that closing time frame is right, or if we need to speed the closing up, or if the closing is going to take longer. Again, like we said earlier in the video, the builders definitely create contracts that are heavily leaning towards the builder. In that contract, they have a right, and then as far as what they've stated in that contract, to be able to deliver your property at certain times. Most of the times, yes, most of the times our builders are meeting those deadlines. The builders are definitely meeting, and they want to meet those deadlines. But sometimes it takes them a month longer, 2 months longer, or sometimes they may rush it, and versus it being 6 months, it may turn into 4 months. So again, real estate agent is going to understand that, understand how builders deliver, understand what's being stated in the contract. Again, another great reason to make sure we're watching out for your interest. So those are a few things in regards to why it's important for you to work with a professional when it comes to you purchasing your property. 100%. Can a person do their own transaction? Of course, people can do their own transaction. If you've had that experience, if you've sold, dozens of homes and all that kind of great stuff, then do it. No one is definitely trying to stop anyone from doing that. But most of the public, I would say, out there really wants to make sure they have that professional that is taking care of things for them, and they know they can rely on that person to get them across the finish line. And we would love that opportunity to be that person for you. So when you are ready, or if you want to connect with us before you start looking around, make sure you're getting subscribed down below, tap the bell for notifications, follow us for any videos, and reach out to us. We'd love to hear your comments down below, and we will see you in the next video.